this video, I examine why you keep running out of time and not having enough time. Now, this can stall our self-development and time can get washed away and we're left there getting a bit frustrated. We're always feeling rushed and feeling that perhaps we're getting left behind. Now, if this is you, this video is definitely for you and it'll make a big difference on how you spend your time. Gosh, is that the time? I think I can just crack this one in before I've got a call in a few minutes. So yeah, let's crack on how we're going to spend our time wisely. So, ever wondering why we don't have enough time? You get frustrated that time is just running away. There's just not enough hours in the day. Perhaps we've got to the end of another weekend on a Sunday evening and gone, oh, I haven't done those things I said I was going to do. The end of the week at work, oh, I was going to do this and that. I didn't have time to do them. Or perhaps at the end of the month that we promised ourselves that we were going to do certain things. Or perhaps at the end of the year. January we said, yeah, this year I'm going to do all of these things. And then I run out those 365 days that, we have each year and they're just gone. And then you get to the end of the year and it's not there. But I bet you've said this to yourself, but I just didn't have enough time. Oh, there's just not enough hours in the day. I run out of time. All those excuses. Now here's a story that you really do need to listen to because it will make you think differently on how you spend your time. Because once a week, my wife says to me, David, have you phoned your sister? Oh, no, I haven't phoned my sister. I'm a busy man. I haven't got time to phone my sister. I'm here, I'm there. I'm doing all this stuff. Which isn't really very good, really, is it? I do apologise to my sister. She watches this. But yeah, I'm always coming up with excuses why not to do it. So what happens though, if I get home tonight and my wife says, your sister's phoned. She's just won £7.6 million on the lottery. Could you give her a ring? Have I got time to phone her? I think I'll find time, don't you? So it's not that I don't have time to phone her. I choose to do other things. There's 168 hours a week. Where does it all go? My goodness, it's crazy. You're brilliant at what you do, but you cannot do everything. You may be great at work. You may be a great partner. You may be a great husband, a great wife, sister, brother, better brother than I am. I need to go and have a chat with myself after this. It may be son, daughter, whatever, but you cannot do everything. And this is what this video is really about. It's about taking control of those 168 hours. It's about making the right choices. Okay? So this is what we're going to focus on. And remember that story I told you about my sister. If you're guilty of any of those things, go and have a good look at yourself in the mirror and make a decision to make a change. So as I've said, if we're constantly running out of time, or we've got timekeeping issues, people steal time from us, we've got to decide that it's a choice. It's a choice whether to turn up early or a choice to turn up late. That is a choice in life. Now, I've been running my business for 20 odd years. I think I've been late twice. I'm just never late. Doesn't matter where in the country or where in the world I need to be, I'm never ever late. Why? Because I've made that choice for work. Outside of work, sometimes, I can be a little bit late. But I think, they'll be late, so it doesn't really matter. So it's a choice, and that is really important. And let me just get you to think about this. Have you ever been late for your holiday? Catching a plane, going on a train, or have you forgot to get up to go on holiday? Oh, I didn't have time this week to go on holiday. Well, we always go. Why? Because we make it important, because we prioritise it and give it a good focus. And that's what we've got to do with our lives in how we manage our time at work and at home. It's really important that you focus on the things that make the biggest difference. Yeah. So it's all about focusing and prioritising. Let me say that again. It's all about focusing and prioritising. So if you feel you're running out of time in life, and as I said, weekends, weeks, months, years, it's important to set goals and plan them in. Block out time to plan those things in. First of all, you've got to decide what is actually important to you. Where do you want to spend your time? It's a thing that you need to sit and reflect upon, which I think is a really good place to start. Where do I actually physically want to spend my time? My weekends, my week, my months, my years, work-wise and outside of work. Block out time to reflect. Block out time to make sure that you can do the things that you need to do. Now, it's great if you're still with me on the video because I'd like to offer you a free download that you can see in the links below. And I'm sure you'll find it's going to be very helpful in managing your self-development and future-proofing yourself and making the right choices. And obviously, today is all about managing that time, and this will make a big difference in your life. So please look at the download before. And yeah, I hope that you're going to find that really, really useful. Now, a good thing to think about with how we manage our time is our perception of time. Now, what's more important to you, time or money? Well, there's a question. So do you spend your time as sensibly as you do your money, or do you just spend money anyway? But I think it's really quite important that perhaps in today's environment, we don't have as much money as we used to. Everything seems to be going up in price. And as we get older, we sort of start to think, running out of time to do these things. So there's a commonality with both of them. But I think it's really important you start to think about, if you are careful with your money, good on you. If you're not, that's another story for another day. But also start thinking about how wisely you're going to spend your time. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money, but, I think it's really important you take that careful approach in spending your time. Remember these 168 hours that I keep going on about, and it's a choice how you spend them. So there again, start thinking when you're budgeting for your money, that you budget your time, fit in the things that are most important to you. And we're going to come on to this really important thing now with regards to the choices that we make. So let's start thinking about the choices that we make. But before we do that, think about what is the purpose of your job. Yeah, very quick exercise. What is the purpose of your job? And what are the key tasks that help you achieve that purpose? Yeah. And then you can then start to think about what activities you need to do and where you spend your time. Do you spend your time on those key activities, or do you get pulled away and end up doing other things? Same as life. Perhaps you need to sit and think about the purpose of your life. What is it that you want to achieve and do? So what are the key activities that you need to be doing to help you to achieve that purpose of your life? Now, for me, the purpose of my life is to enjoy it and to be happy. So I've got to think about the things that do make me happy and where I therefore spend my time, and to be able to say no to the things that I don't want to get involved in, and being a little bit more assertive. Not that I ever actually say no. I just say, I cannot do it right now, but I can help you out next week. And normally when next week comes along, people say, I've already sorted it. Thank you very much. That's great. But so I don't actually say no. But there may be some instances that you do need to say no to. But there again, that's a choice. And we've got to start to think about this. So start to prioritise the activities work-wise and outside of work. I'm going to call it life. Start to prioritise the activities that make the biggest impact, the things that make the biggest difference. And this is prioritisation. So when you're doing things and you've got, say, 3 or 4 things you need to do, you need to think, okay, will that help me? Which one will help me to achieve the purpose of my job? Which one was going to make me most happy or my family most happy? So then I can then start to prioritise. So make that choice to start prioritising on the things that make the biggest impact. You'll be absolutely amazed at the difference it makes to your life. As we've said, it's all about these choices. And sometimes it's, I don't have time. Well, we need to rubbish that and say, look, that comment needs to take a hike. I've got to start making some choices. So, you decide to turn up early. It's a choice. You decide whether to create reflection time. It's a choice. It's your choice to decide to block out time and do the things that are really important to you. It's your choice to block in time for the unexpected. It's your choice to say no to things that don't help you to manage your time well. Yeah. It's your choice to say no to distractions. I haven't got onto devices, phones and things like that, but that is your choice how much time you spend on them. If you don't want to get distracted, you can always turn it off. Oh, there's a thought. Not a bad idea, that. Say no to distractions. Say no to stealers and time wasters. You decide that managing your time is a choice, and you now start to decide how to spend your 168 hours a week. And when you make that choice, you'll be amazed at the difference. So there we are. It's about choices. It's about how we're going to spend these 168 hours a week and where our focus, where our priorities, and what is actually important to us. So thank you for joining me on this video. Please obviously subscribe and like the video, and I'll catch you on the next one.